Welcome everyone to the UPSL podcast. I'm here with a very special guest here, former UPSL national champion, the main man himself, former Manchester City player, now Tennessee Tempo, Dominic Oduro. Welcome to the show, brother. You have an excellent journey. Always
Thank
appreciate
you,
talking to
thank
you,
you,
man.
thank you.
Now let's tell everybody who you are and how you got here. First off, this is not a joke. This is real. You played for Manchester City. How does someone end up? You're from Ghana, born and raised. How do you end up at Manchester City all the way in England? How does that happen? And how good were you when you were a youth?
It was kind of tough because my dad wanted me to play, my mom didn't want me to play. So unfortunately, my dad passed away. But by then, my mom just told me like, yeah, whatever you want, just go for it. So yeah, I was drafted by Right to Dream Academy, and I think that's where like everything started because yeah, I was in the academy the whole time. We go on vacation like a week or 2 weeks because in the academy we get a chance to travel in Europe to play tournament, just to get the experience. Uh,
How did they find you?
Also, they played like a tryout in every region in Ghana. So I was drafted and we went to the academy for a month tryout. And then, yeah, finally, I think we were 23 players who were picked
Okay, how old were you?
in region.
How old were you and what position did you play?
I was 12 and I was playing at number 10 position.
12 years old. Okay, so for people that don't know, Right to Dream Academy, that's one of the biggest academies basically in Africa. And so was it maybe, did luck have something to do with it? Or were you kind of pushing towards that direction? Did you know you were that good?
I mean, in the academy, I would say like it was the best players. So I would say like we were all good, but then it wasn't just being good. It's about knowing your opportunity, what you want to do in the future. So in the academy, even though we were in the academy, it's like we're getting everything free, but then we also have like a role to play, to put in the effort. Because we always have like a quote that we say in the academy, like, don't wait for the opportunity, you go grab it. So even though we're in the academy, we're also, trying to get something for ourselves in the future.
Okay. And you bring, that's actually really interesting though. You bring up a good point. You were a number 10. You ended up becoming a number two, a right back. Did you kind of see that or how does it, because that happens to kids all the time, right? They get moved around, they get upset, they go, "No, I want to be a number 10." How did you deal with that? And you know, maybe were you always a right back secretly? You just didn't know it?
No, so in the academy, so I was playing number 10, and then, the right back is like whenever he's not playing well, and then Tom Vernon will ask me to, the second half, go to the right back, and I was, doing my best. And then sometimes I start at the right back.
Okay.
And yeah, yeah, that was well, it got to a time like he was so mad at me. I mean, the founder, he was so mad at me because he wanted me to start at the right back and I didn't want to because number 10 position was my favorite.
You hated playing defense. Is that was that it?
Oh, I like to attack, I like to have the ball all the time. So defensive is like it's like a lot, You think about so many things, trying to defend, how to keep your shape, and but
Exactly. The
yeah.
first thing you notice is you go from number 10 in the middle where you have everybody around you, and then you're in the corner and right back, and you have to figure out where the center back is.
And the most interesting part is when I went to my first loan in Denmark,
Mhm.
I went there as a midfielder and also a right back. But the coach told me my style of play is now at the defense, so I play the right wing.
Oh, okay. Wow. So you jumped
Yeah,
around a lot. Okay.
yeah, yeah. But
Well,
at
and
Manchester City, I was playing as a right back and also a midfield.
that makes sense because Pep does like a right back with a midfield skill set like you. You know, you have to be able to play like a midfielder at the right back position. So
Yeah,
I'm sure he liked that a lot. Tell us about the movement from Right to Dream to Manchester City. Who reached out to you first from Manchester City? How'd you hear about it?
yeah. Well, first of all, when I was there, it was Mancini, not Pep.
Okay.
So yeah, in the academy, I was. The truth is, I was working towards my education to further my education in England.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't know how that happened, but Espanol came to the academy,
Okay.
and then they saw us train. And then within a week, they invited me to go to Spain and train with them.
How old were you?
So, sorry,
How old were you at that time?
I was 12. So yeah, I went there to Espanol, and everything was good. My trial was good, and then they wanted to sign me. But then that's when I got to realize that the Right to Dream Academy was owned by Manchester City.
Hmm.
So what they said was like, no, we don't want you to sign with Espanol, but we want to sign you and then loan you to Espanol. And Espanol didn't want loan players, so that's when I got to sign with Manchester City.
Okay. So did you or your agent have a choice in where you could go, or was always Manchester City because of the connection to Right to Dream?
So the agent that we had was from Right to Dream. So it's like they decide everything.
Okay, okay. So you didn't really have a choice. The journey was already set up for you. You just went through.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And at that age, I just wanted to play. I didn't know about like agency and stuff. No, I just wanted to play.
Okay. So yeah, I mean this is a great story, mostly because you went to Right to Dream. Right to Dream was already connected to Manchester City. You had the direct pipeline to a great European team. Do you kind of wish maybe you had more control of that? You could have picked Espanyol, maybe moved to a mid-level team, and then work your way up. Do you think that journey could have been a little bit different, or you kind of like the way you did it?
Well, I think I mean to play for Manchester City, it's a great opportunity. But
Yeah.
right now, what I think is like at that age, I didn't have a saying. I didn't have a saying. And at a young age, going to a big club like Manchester City, I think I would have preferred to go to Espanyol before City. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Did you
Yeah.
visit City? Did you visit City and see everything?
Oh yeah, no, I was yeah because I played for the academy. So
Yeah.
I started with the academy before the second team. So I mean I saw everything. Well, City it's a great team, but then finding opportunity elsewhere is difficult because you play with Manchester City, and then if a team want to get you, they know they're gonna spend a lot and stuff. That's
Yeah.
the only disadvantage on that.
Who was the right back at the time? Was that Zabaleta or Micah Richards, or who was it?
Michael Richards, Zabaleta was there too.
Zabaleta too. So what number would you have been? Three or four, or maybe five in the right back rotation? Did they even put you anywhere near that?
No, so I was with the second team, not the first team. I was training with the first team sometimes, but I was with the second team. I was playing for the second team.
Okay. That's good. How did you stay motivated, even though you were still being kept away from the first team and not getting those Premier League minutes?
Well, I mean, coming from Africa, like the mindset is just to play, just to play, just to do your best. And I mean, we always think about our family, how to do better, get opportunity, and then come back to help your family. So I would say the motivation was my family.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, what would you say to other kids coming from Africa looking to start a life in England or America to play football? What would you say to them that people don't really think about when they're going through that at such a young age? What advice would you give?
I would say you just have to stay focused and know that you have to do your best all the time. I mean, it was through that journey that I know like you always have to win. Like you always have to try and win. And that's when I learned because like I said in academy everything was like I would say like easy because they do everything for us. But then well we had a quote on the walls, like Muhammad Ali quotes,
Yeah.
yeah. So like you always walk around like reading the quotes, so I mean that was the motivation. But so what I would say to the young ones coming is you just have to know what you want. You just have to learn and know what you are working towards. Because yeah, it's soccer, but it's not easy as we think, because you always have to do your best. You always gonna play with good players. So how will you set your standard? How will you set yourself in order to get to where you want to get to?
Perfect. Okay, that's amazing. So to give everybody context to tell your story, you went on like six or seven different loans from Manchester City. You went on a loan to a lot of different clubs to gain experience. At the end of that cycle, towards the end of your contract with Manchester City, did you kind of feel stuck a little bit? Did you kind of wish that things had gone differently? How did you keep talking about locking in and being focused, which is it's easy to say, but it's really hard to do. How did you, towards the end of that contract, how did you stay focused and have faith in the process?
All right, so the most interesting part is I wanted to leave City. I wanted to leave because the loan clubs that I went to was like you never settle down. Like you go to a team and if your team is not performing well, they say, look, you are moving to the next team. So I didn't really settle. So I wanted to get to a team whereby I will settle down, and if I'm doing well and they want to get me back, then they can put you on the first team contract. So yeah, I wanted to leave, get an opportunity somewhere in order to settle down and focus on my career. Because with City, the thing is they have the money, they have so many players, and I felt like the idea was not, for the academy players to get to the first team. The idea was to, the business wise was to do well and then they sell you to a different club. So I wanted to move and then, settle down with one team. And if I'm doing well and they want me back, then they put me on a first team contract.
Did they tell you? Did they make any promises? They did. Well, not they can't promise you anything, but did they tell you what the plan was to do with, what to do with you?
No, so my agent was directing me, at that age. I didn't know about, whatever they talk about and stuff. It was just my agent, and
So when you went to work one day and they told you you're going to Denmark to a random club, you didn't see it coming. You didn't know what was
no,
going on.
no, 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 no. You don't see it coming. It's like if your team is not well, they check the table and your team is not performing. Hey, next week you're moving to a different club. It's just like that.
No way. Oh my
Yeah,
God. It's like the video games, bro. I just press a button
yeah,
and the guy.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That had to have been really annoying, not knowing your short-term
Yes.
future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because before I went to my first loan team, I went to like so many clubs. Lise in Belgium, Le Havre. I went to Lille, Strongset. Oh my
I mean,
God.
you were in Norway, you were in Belgium, you were in a
Yeah,
bunch of different countries, and for
Spain with Rayo, Espanol. Yeah, Strongset in
yeah.
Norway, Sweden. Yeah.
You must have been thinking like I'm just a kid from Africa, man. What am I doing in these crazy countries, bro? I'm
But
going.
I was enjoying it. Like I was
You were
at
enjoying
that
it.
age, I was enjoying it. Yeah, but it's like when I signed my professional contract, that's when I realized that like, nah, you know, I don't get to settle down, and then you have to move all the time.
Okay. Your emotions at the time. When did your belief in your ability throughout those loans, did you start thinking, "Oh man, maybe I'm not as good as I thought." Or how did mentally with your skill level, did you feel like you were always playing at a very high level, you just never got the chance, or did you kind of feel like what were you going through those loans, all those loans?
Well, I think going to like different clubs, and also going to the first team. I think you at that age, I was playing like with good players. Like they were already good because they were already on a contract, on a first team contract. So, well, going there, I felt like it was all right with me because I mean, at City I was training with Yaya Toure, Vincent Company, Mario Balotelli, Samuel Nasri. I was training with some of the best players in the world. So when I went to it was all right. It was not challenging at all for me.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, that's crazy.
Yes.
That's amazing. Okay, so it sounds like so you kind of felt at home. You looked at those guys in the Man City first team and you thought, I could play with these guys. I kind of belong here. Was there anybody you went to training with and you looked at and you're like, "Oh my God, this guy." Did anybody like blow your mind when you see them playing in person? The way they move, the way they play?
Yeah, for my position it was Yaya Toure.
Yaya
Like it was,
Toure.
yeah, training with them. I was just running around, because yeah, it was fast. Like the quality was like so high, because playing for the second team, of course, they motivate us. You guys are playing well, yeah, but first team is a whole different level.
Yeah. And you're talking about Yaya Toure, who was one of the best players in the world at that time. Remember when he was scoring all those free kicks and he scored like
Oh
20 goals?
yeah,
Is that the one that you looked at like that's real football? What did he do that was different from the other players? What made you go wow?
Well, so when I was growing up, my role model was Ricardo Kaka from Brazil.
Okay, yep.
So when I trained with the first team, and then I saw Yaya Toure play, I was like, no way,
No
no
way.
way. That was like he's a whole different level. Yaya
Was
Toure
it
is
the
a
strength,
whole
the technique? What made you say no way?
his movement, like he's always at the right position at the right time. He's always there, and that's why I also like Sergio Busquets.
Yeah,
Because
same thing.
yes, well, he's I feel like he's underrated. Most of people think like he doesn't do a lot on the field, but I think with my position, I think he's always at the right position at the right time.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's why he scored so many goals at the end there.
yeah.
And you also played with, I believe, Vincent Company, who's now coaching Bayern
Company,
Munich.
the company, Zabaleta was there.
Okay,
Simon Nazari, Kun
that's
Aguero.
that's amazing. Okay, tell us a little bit about another player that absolutely blew your mind when you saw him play in training.
Uh, I
Is
think
it
yeah,
Aguero or is it someone else? David Silva? You have so many to choose from.
that's Silva, yeah, and Mario Balotelli, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. I just with Mario, I just love his anger, because
Okay, sure.
yeah,
Tell
yeah,
us
that's
tell us a story about Mario. How funny is this guy in real life? How crazy is he?
well, he's so funny. He's so funny, and what I like about him is even though we were young at that time, he always want to motivate us. He always take us out. To eat. Yeah, yeah, and I really like him. Yeah.
Was that like he was taking care of his African boys, or that was like he just took care of y'all because he
No,
was
no,
young?
just took care of us all.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
I love to see that because he gets a lot of negatives. A lot of people call him like a jerk and stuff like that, but I think
Yeah, that's him on the media, but
yeah,
outside, yeah, yeah, he's so nice.
he's a great guy.
He's so
Yeah,
nice, yeah.
I love that. Okay, listen, we could talk about Manchester City for days, Dominic. I'm gonna have to get you back on the podcast. You got to talk about every player. I want to know about De Bruyne, David Silva, everybody, everybody. But yeah, that's an amazing story. Quick question for you: at what part did America start coming into your mind? Because that, for someone who's doing all this in England, why not just stay in England and build your life over there?
So, when I was with FC Nordsjælland in Denmark, uh, honestly, like I don't know how it happens. So I went after the season. I went to Ghana for a vacation, and then, like I said, I don't know how that happened. I was having a German agent at then, so
Okay.
I was in Ghana, and then he called me, and it was like the MLS League wants to sign you. So I was confused because I didn't know much about America.
Okay.
So he didn't say like this team want to sign you. He said the MLS
They
League want to sign you. So I
because
was
they wanted to draft you or something, right?
yes, yes.
Okay, that's cool.
So
I didn't even know they could do that. They could pick up random Manchester City Academy players and draft
I
them.
didn't
They're like
know.
anybody come in, anybody.
I didn't know. Yeah. So
Okay,
yeah, I think my agent spoke with my team FC Northland, and they thought like it was a great opportunity. So
okay,
I went back to Denmark to do my visa, and then the MLS League invited me to play in the MLS Combine in LA.
okay. How did that go?
No, it was good. So I was drafted by Seattle Sanders.
No, the combine. Were you like? I mean, you're the only one from Manchester City Academy. Were you the best guy there, or how did the combine go?
Yeah, so yeah, it was good, but I was kind of confused when I joined the combine because you see all these players. What school do you go to? And I was like, what?
What school do you go to? Were you ever in America before that? That was your first
No,
time
no,
here.
no, that was my
Oh
first
my
time. So
God.
I was so confused.
Bro, your life is a TV show, bro. That's no, your life
What
is a movie,
school?
bro.
What school do you go to? And I realized that like most of the players know themselves. And
Yeah,
then after the combine, so I was on my way going back to Denmark.
yeah.
And then Seattle Sundays, the coach called me and it was like, "Congratulations,
Are
you've
you
been
sure?
picked." Yeah, so he was like, "You've been picked." Like my agent was so happy, but I didn't understand. I didn't understand anything about. because signing with a team or going to a team, I felt like it's normal, But
Yep.
yeah, my social media was blowing up, Seattle Sanders fans, congratulate you, you are welcome. I was like,
Okay.
and I was at the airport, I was so confused, and then yeah, I went back to Denmark 3 days, and then
Okay.
yeah, I went
You
back
had
to
to get your stuff. You had to get your
yeah,
stuff and pack it
yeah,
up,
oh yeah.
and you didn't know anything about Seattle. You didn't know anything about
No, no, no,
Seattle.
no, no, no.
Nothing. You just had fans in your comments. Just you're
Yeah.
like, I don't know what I did, but thank you for supporting me. That is crazy, bro. Okay, and so yeah, so you 3 days you went to Denmark. You came back. You're with Seattle, and then what? You have new apartment, new team, new teammates, new contract, or what happens? Everything just throw everything
So
at you.
what happened? What happened? There was so I think before I was drafted, I think they were in contact with a player who was playing in China by then.
Hmm.
So they thought they were not gonna get him, So yeah, I was drafted. I was there the whole preseason, and then I don't know what happened. They told my agent, "Oh, we got a guy coming from China." So my agent was so mad, like because what
Whoa,
San
they
Antonio,
they selected you, but they didn't sign you.
but they didn't sign me.
That's crazy.
And then yeah, I mean,
So the Seattle fans were like, "Where is this guy?
yeah,
Where is like where's
yeah.
this guy?"
And when I was there the whole preseason, so San Antonio was also talking to my agent.
Yeah.
Because yeah, in the draft they wanted to sign me at the draft. I
Hmm.
spoke to them directly, so they wanted to sign me at the draft, but I don't. They thought like being coming from like international and then didn't go to school here. They thought like I wasn't gonna get drafted, so they wanted to sign me.
Hmm.
But then my agent told them no, 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 he's with Seattle and stuff. So when Seattle didn't sign, yeah, my agent was so
Okay.
mad. Yeah.
That's great. Why couldn't you just like hit up other MLS teams, like go to New England or DC or Atlanta, or
I
not
didn't
that
know.
easy?
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know anything about it. It was my agent, so I didn't know anything about.
Oh, that's tough, man. I feel
Yeah.
like for so much of your career, you're just being pushed around. You don't even know what's
Yes.
going on.
Yeah.
But your focus has always been football. Your focus has
Mhm.
always been staying mentally strong, and
Mhm.
you're a faithful man as well. You believe in God, so I all of that stuff has to come together to keep you mentally strong throughout all these crazy times. So
Yeah.
I just want to say, Dominic, your journey is an inspiration, brother. I say it all the time, really. And the most inspiring part is
Okay.
the way that you're able to stay mentally strong throughout so much uncertainty. And I think that's what I think kids don't realize about football, professional football careers, is you're letting a large part of your life out of your hands, and you're letting a bunch of other people make decisions for you, and your focus is just to play football and just to keep playing and keep playing and keep playing. So you have to not only love the game, you have to love the process, and sometimes you have to put up with the business side of it as well. So I'm
It was
sure
it
all
was
that.
it was it was it was tough. It was tough when I was in California. It was tough when I didn't get drafted. It was tough, but yeah, like you said, my focus was to just to play, and
Yes.
that's when I learned that there was a lot to it than just go on the field and play soccer. You know,
Okay.
yeah.
Brilliant.
That
I'm
was
sure it's me. Go
every
ahead.
because people was coming from Manchester City and even playing for PDL for a PDL team, But then like I said, I wanted to play, so yeah, it was it
Yeah.
was it was okay.
And you're still playing, and that's why you, my friend, have won a semi-pro national championship in America. So we're so proud of you. Congrats again.
Yeah, thank
Like I
you.
said, you were my MVP for that game. What an amazing game. I mean, I'm gonna play the highlights, the way you played that game. The interview you gave me after that game got 200, 300,000 views. It did very well. People love your story. People want to hear your story. So tell us a little bit now about um, the team you're with in the UPSL, Tennessee Temple. Tell us a little bit how you found that team, how you're fitting in, and kind of how you're developing your off the field life. Coaching in the academy now for Tennessee Temple as well.
Yeah, so before I signed with Memphis in the USL Championship,
Hmm.
So gifts, my coach invited me to play a tournament, and then so I came to Nashville from Virginia. I came and played a
Did you know
tournament.
him?
No, I didn't know him, but
How did he find you?
cause when I was with the Rowdies in Florida,
Okay.
him, and then he knew coach. So
Okay.
then, yeah, before I signed with Memphis, and then they invited me to play a tournament, and that's when that was the first time I saw Gift.
Okay, that's hey. This is for gift. I'm watching you. You're scouting all of these ex pros for your team. It's not fair for the rest of the league. Gift, you got all this talent. That's amazing. So Gift, yeah, Gift is our the head coach and the owner and the founder of Tennessee Tempo. He knows a lot of people in the soccer community. So through his like network is where he found you and kind of pulled you in. And how much are you loving Tennessee Temple? A lot of people are going to say it doesn't compare to Man City. How can this guy be happy? But you're finding a really fulfilling life here in America. So I want to explain to people how are you fitting into Tennessee Temple, and how are you fitting into Tennessee in general?
Honestly, I think the mindset, because I would say I'm used to winning, but this the mindset at Tennessee Temple with these boys, it's so massive. It's crazy. I love being here. I love playing with them because we motivate ourselves, and then it's like the players want to do better. They just want to keep pushing. We know the UPSL, we are not like the best team, but the heart is there, the hard work is there, the
Come
mentality
on,
is there.
man. National champions. Come on, man. You guys are the best. Come on. Tell me about that basic you know the U.S. Open Cup win that you guys got against that pro team. Tell me about that game. How did that feel to beat that pro team? It's like getting a big win in the FA Cup. I mean, what you're doing there is historic. Seeing amateur, semi-pro teams beat professional teams. Tell me about that game.
Well, I think it wasn't that game wasn't tough that I expected. It wasn't so
Okay.
tough because we know their philosophy is to just is so direct, just to go long and just attack.
Yep.
And we know how to do that better, because with Tennessee Temple, if you don't get a goal in the first half, we know we're gonna win that game.
Yes.
Same like the national championship. The teams that we played against, the LA, Miami, Chicago. They were so good. They were so good. Like they keep the ball a lot, and
Really.
well, we keep the ball, but I mean they keep it better. But then we knew how to defend, and then like I said, if we don't get a goal in the first half, we know we're gonna win that game. And
Exactly. That's how you guys play, man. You guys are a family. You guys you stick with it. You support each other. You keep going to the very end. Very important question. You play at the top level of the Premier League, and now you're playing in the UPSL. A lot of people think just because the UPSL is not professional, it's not a very good league. You tell me, what are your thoughts? You talking about LA 10, all these great teams in the UPSL national finals. What was the level like at that national finals? Is it really that bad because it's not professional, or did you see some really good things going on there?
honestly, I keep saying this. I don't know why, because I feel like the boys here are not getting the opportunity to go to the MLS. But there's so many good players, so many good players. When I compare the UPSL with the USL Championship, I think it's the same, but just that the USL, they are big guys, but the UPSL is so aggressive, because you see these college boys, they want to run the whole day. They want to run the whole day, so it's more aggressive, and there's so many good players. And I didn't realize, well, our conference is, we always win the conference. Like we are used to that. But the national championship, that's when I saw like, no, the teams, no, 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 we have really good teams. Because I remember
You
when.
nervous? You getting nervous, Dom? You play
Oh
professional
yeah,
soccer.
yeah, yeah. I mean, when you are playing against like players who are equally good as you, that's when you get nervous. And
Okay.
I was like, yeah. Well, before I was like, okay, I'm going there to win the national championship. But when I got there, I was like, maybe yes, maybe no, because the teams are so, they are tough teams. They are good teams in the national championship. I mean, I think it makes sense, because that's why they were in the top four.
Yes, I was gonna say they have to beat everybody else to get there, so obviously they're very good. Let's do a quick shout out. Give me a couple players on your team that you think are ready for the professional level.
I think we got Stanley. We have Greg. We have Musa, the defender. Well,
Okay.
he already played. Yeah, he already played in the USL, but I think he can go back in the game. Uh, yeah, we have a lot. We have a lot who are working towards playing professionally. So we are also trying to help them. What they need on and off the field. What they can do better. So we are trying to guide them and how to get to that level.
That's amazing. Dom, you're doing a very, very important work for the next generation, man.
Thank you.
I think if you keep going this coaching journey, my friend, I think you're going to be a very, very excellent coach one day.
Thank you.
Just off of the experience, just off of the things you've seen, my friend, the things that you've been through, you can take those lessons and really share with a lot of players. So I think it's really important what you're doing, man. And thank you for all the good things you're saying about the UPSL, man, because I'm trying to get people to stop hating so hard just because it's amateur, just because it's semi-pro. But with people like you who have been at the top and now see this level, and you're looking around like, not bad. It's not as bad as they say. So thank you, Dominic, brother. Any other words that you want to share with our audience? Most of our audience is 18 to 28 years old, young guys looking to break in the game. So
Well, Chris, I would say that I personally want to thank you. I want to thank the UPSL group for doing this amazing job for the players coming up, and also me as well, because yeah, it keep growing. It's been competitive, and we just I think the USL is just a stepping stone for the boys. It's a great stepping stone for the boys to get to the highest level. And I want to just thank you for whatever you're doing day in and day out to help us grow as players and as individuals. And I also want to thank the teams in the UPSL. They should keep going. They should keep pushing. I know we are doing well, and you're also doing your part. But they should keep pushing. And honestly, this season, I hope to see some of the players in the national champion because I'm coming back there.
I hope to see you there. I hope to see you there. I want to see you. I want to see you with two trophies. Yeah, I want two national championships, man.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
miss
brother.
those games. I miss those games.
Good, good, good. Keep working hard. Great stuff in the U.S. Open Cup. I love seeing that too. I love seeing UPSL teams beat up on pro teams and just doing the unexpected, doing what people think are impossible, man. And that is the definition of your career, Dom, is doing the impossible, man. You've been places people only dream of, my friend. You're literally 0.1% of people that can make it all the way to the top and come back down the mountain and share the good words. So thank you, brother. Stay blessed, and we'll talk soon, of course. Okay.
Thank you very much, Chris.
Talk soon.